if I could snap my fingers and give people a gift, it would be to say, hey, the craziest dream that you have, you can actually make that come true. The craziest dream that you have, you can actually make come true. And honestly, there's no more important person to impress with your accountability than yourself. I will remind myself very frequently that I am very careful about what I promise myself I'm going to do. But once I promise myself I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. I am going to see it through. And there's nothing that I'm going to let get in my way, slow me down, stop me. And when you come into something with that attitude, as Jocko Willink says, there's freedom in that. There's freedom in that discipline of knowing I will see this through. And the power that that brings to your life is really, it's intoxicating and it's liberating to believe in yourself, to know that if you say you're going to do something, that you're going to follow it through. It's one of the key elements to build into your personality. Even if you can fool the world, there will be an account of your actions in your own mind. Now, to me, that's the far more interesting part about accountability, is your own subconscious is going to hold you accountable for the things you do or don't do, the way that you show up, how hard you play. So for instance, I tell people all the time that, I get out of bed in 10 minutes or less. But how do you really know? But I know. And I know that if I want to feel good about myself when I tell other people that I get out of bed in 10 minutes or less, then I actually have to show up and do that, because my mind is going to hold me accountable to what I said. Then as you start to build trust with people that you care about, people that are around you, then it really is, they're holding you account to your actions. This was one of the big breakthroughs in my life, was realizing that if I said I was going to do something and I wanted to give up on it, I would think about, well, if I position it this way, if I move this way, if I kind of hide this from that person and sweep this under the rug over here, then I can still manage other people's beliefs about who I am. And as long as other people think that I'm cool, I'm good, I'm talented, I'm smart, whatever, then I'm good. And what I realized is, A, that only works 50% of the time. 50% of the time it works. The other 50% of the time, though, people see through it, and then you begin to earn the reputation of being a bullshit artist. So what I realized was, okay, not only does it not work as well externally as I think, but it doesn't matter what the outside world thinks if I don't think positively of myself. So that became my obsession, is understanding credibility is most important when you're talking about self-credibility. And how we earn credibility with ourselves is by saying, I'm going to do this thing, and then doing it. And then you just keep inching that out farther and farther and farther until you get to the point where you show up for yourself in the most extreme and difficult of circumstances. That's why accountability is so joyful. Because now it's like, whoa, how I spend my time becomes a spiritual consideration. Because I can do anything that doesn't violate the laws of physics and that I set my mind to and I'm willing to work towards. Now, you may end up failing. There may be some things, goals you set that are out of your reach, but I promise, by the time you get there, you will be so enamored with just showing up for yourself and leaving it all out on the field. It won't be traumatic to fail to achieve a goal, because you'll realize that becoming capable of a championship performance is far more emotionally gratifying than actually winning the championship. It's the journey. Because imagine if you cheated and won a championship. That emotion will forever be tainted. It will forever be fragile. It will be all too easy for somebody to come and just scratch, reveal that you cheated, and it all comes crumbling down. All of the emotional scaffolding that you've built within yourself, it just comes down. But showing up for yourself time after time, playing to the best of your ability, being optimistic, continuing to push, that really will be its own reward. I hold myself accountable to showing up every day and sincerely trying to achieve that goal. But I do not hold myself accountable to whether I actually achieve that goal, because that to me is somewhat irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. It is the pursuit of the goal that's all the juice. It's becoming the person capable of doing that. That's the juice. It's showing up every day and playing to win. It's showing up every day and sincerely, not for rhetoric, not to be able to say to somebody that, oh, I'm trying to do this, but to know in my heart of hearts that I have really done everything that I could to make this a reality.